Lightning O2 mini oxygen regulator. Hey you guys, it's Denise at myluxuryfirst.com, and today I am going to be showing you my son's oxygen tank and also a new accessory that I bought for it. Lightning O2 mini oxygen regulator. Usually the oxygen tanks, they come with these regulators. It only comes with one, and it just depends on how many oxygen tanks you guys have, but we have about 9 of them and we only have one, and we realized we probably needed another one when I went somewhere and I still had the regulator and an oxygen tank inside the car, and so then the house, it didn't have a regulator, and so if my kid needed oxygen and there's no regulator there, then he wouldn't have been able to get oxygen from the tank because you need the regulator in order to work the tank. So we decided to buy another one. And this was about $29, almost $30, and it came in 2 days. And basically the regulator, it looks just like this. So this goes on the oxygen tank, and then this is like the key to it. So I guess this is the wrench, but I just call it the key. It has some instructions. I already know how to set it up. So basically this is the oxygen tank, and it's this. And every time I take my son somewhere, I have to take this. So I can't just get up and grab my son and go. I have to take a lot of equipment with me because he needs 24/7 oxygen. And they do have like a portable one, supposedly, but to me it doesn't even. This is supposed to be the portable oxygen machine. It's not really portable. To me, this is kind of more portable than the one that they claim was portable. But make sure that everybody in your household knows how to work these in case of an emergency, especially if you have nurses. You would think that the nurses already know how to work these, but they may not. They may have just, got out of nursing school, or maybe they didn't have a previous patient or client with oxygen, so maybe they never had to work this. So make sure that you always go over this with anybody that lives in the household, also like kids or whatever. Everybody should know how to work these, so in case of an emergency we can have the oxygen tank working. So when you get the regulator, it's going to be to the red, and it has like these things right here and a screw here. It has these 2 holes right here, so you're going to hook those into there. So you see these 2 holes? What you're going to do is, the 2 holes are right here, and this, you're going to put this over, well, undo this first, okay? And then take this and put it on here. So you're going to have this. And if you have to unscrew this to get it on there good, then that's what you do. Line these holes up. So the hole that I showed you, these 2 holes with these 2 little things that are sticking out, but when you have it to this side, it's going to be right there. So you put that, those go inside of there, and then you screw this back. You twist this back, and so that everything is lined up. It's really easy once you get the hang of it. So now it's on there, and this is the regulator, and it's still to the red. So then you take the wrench, or I call it the key, and on my other one it has something that says open right there, but on this one it doesn't say that. It's blank. But you know what to do, because you just put like this. So that's why I call it the key, but it's a wrench. So you can either use it like this or like this. It doesn't matter. But usually when I put it in here, I will turn it this way, like this. And that's me opening it. So I'll turn it this way. And then once I turn it, now it's open. And usually you might have something that says open there, and you could write open there if you want, but when you turn it right, it like opens it. And then you can turn this part right here to turn on the actual oxygen. See, now you hear the oxygen, and you see I have it on 1.5 liters. You hear the oxygen, so that means that it's open. And now you can tell that the oxygen tank is full because it's on the green. and it goes to 2000, so it's on full now. And you can take this off if you want. I usually tie a rope around this part and this part so that way it hangs and I'm not losing it, because you always need this to turn on and turn off. So then if you want to turn it off, you just put it to 0. But this is still open because remember we had just opened it. And so just so I can make sure that it doesn't like leak, not sure if it will leak or not. Now as you can see, it's on full, but I want to make sure that I keep it on full, so I'm going to close it. So remember before I turned it this way to open it, so now I'm just going to turn it the opposite way to close it. And it will help if you take like a marker and write on there, so that way you know that when you're turning it this way you're opening it, and when you're turning it that way you're closing it. So now it's closed. And so when I turn these numbers, I shouldn't really hear nothing. Like I'm hearing something, but that's just the rest of it leaving. But as you can see, the like dial thing is going down because it's basically telling me that it's going to be off. But for some of you guys, you might think, oh, it needs to be refilled. But obviously we know that this doesn't need to be refilled right now because we just opened it and it was on. But now we know that it's off. And so that's why it shows in the refill section, because it's off. But to turn it all the way off for sure, just turn it down to 0. That's just it. If you have any questions or anything like that, you can go ahead and leave a comment below, and I'll try my best to answer your questions. I have a son with a trach, and he has had his trach since May. So, you know, I'm still learning everything because they don't teach you everything at all. They barely teach you anything. So I'm learning a lot on my own, and this is one of them. So I wanted to bring this information to you guys so that way, in case anybody had any questions, and basically everywhere I go, I have to carry this with me. So I just put it at the bottom of his stroller, and I probably have to bring 2 or 3 if we are going somewhere that's far. But if we're just going like somewhere quick or something, then I bring 2. I always bring 1 because it only lasts for like 4.5 hours on 2 liters, and I put it up to 2 liters. So sometimes it could be less than that. And so obviously if you're using more liters, then you're going to burn through the oxygen even faster. So you always want to at least bring some backups, because one time I was at the hospital luckily, and I did run out of oxygen. And even though I was at the hospital, they weren't giving me any of theirs. But then I went to the pulmonary section, and one of the like assistants, I guess they felt sorry for me. They went ahead and gave me one of theirs. But yeah, that was the key light bulb. Like, hey, make sure you bring enough oxygen with you, because if you don't, then it could probably turn into, you know, a problem. But that's about it. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.